Clock Tower is an adventure game developed and published by Human Entertainment, which was released in Japan in 1995. And that's all I can tell you about Clock Tower. Thanks for hanging out for this episode. It was a great time. Clock Tower is a survival horror series, one of the earliest, I would probably go so far to say. Point-and-click adventure created by Hifumi Kono. It includes 4 games in total. The first Clock Tower, developed by Human Entertainment, released in the Super Famicom in Japan. Human did 2 others, Clock Tower and Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, which were released for the PlayStation and localized outside of Japan. The fourth and most recent, Clock Tower 3, was co-developed by Sunsoft and Capcom for the PS2. Gameplay generally involves the player hiding and escaping from enemy pursuers without any weapons to defeat them. Let's go and look at the original. As the first installment, of course, story follows orphan Jennifer Simpson soon after she's adopted by the Barrows family, along with other orphaned girls, which, with the introduction of Scissor Man, the game's antagonist, one of the other children is killed, and Jennifer must then explore the mansion, find a way to escape while evading Scissor Man. The game has multiple endings and uses a point-and-click interface with the player controlling a cursor to direct Jennifer's actions. Much of the plot and artistic style are inspired by the Italian horror film Dario Argento, most notably Phenomena from 1985. Jennifer's design was based on Jennifer Connelly, oddly enough, also from Phenomena. The game sold fairly well upon release. It was updated and titled Clock Tower: The First Fear. That was eventually ported to the PlayStation, WonderSwan, and Windows. Many years later, it was re-released again on the PlayStation Network, as well as the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. Has never been officially released outside of Japan, although fan translation exists. You're looking at one now. In retrospective reviews, it's been praised for its haunting atmosphere and considered to be a predecessor to other horror video games and survival horror genre, but the puzzles and exploration drew criticism for being tedious. Developed by Hifumi Kono, who wished to use the game to pay homage to Dario Argento. Most notably, it borrows ideas inspired from Phenomena. Clock Tower has strong relations to its plot and shares other similarities, such as occult themes, distressed young women, bright colors atop a foggy setting. Kono has passion for old horror films and wanted Clock Tower to feel like one. Famitsu gave the Super Famicom version 31 out of 40 and the PlayStation version 27 out of 40 and the WonderSwan 22 out of 40. In a retrospective review, Hamando Vallejo of Hardcore Gaming 101 described Clock Tower as one of the most thrilling experiences the horror genre can offer. Praised the game's graphics and sound for building a strong atmosphere. Alistair Pinsoff of Destructoid praised the graphics, story, and the Dario Argento-inspired style for creating a haunting mood and atmosphere. He praised the multiple endings and unique gameplay design. However, he found it failed to create an interesting adventure experience due to the difficulty of navigating the mansion layout, excessive item hunting, and simple puzzles. Clock Tower has been called a paragon for future horror games and considered instrumental in establishing the survival horror genre. It solidified Human Entertainment as a developer along with Twilight Syndrome and La Place No Ma. The 2006 MOOC Perfect Guide to Nostalgic Super Famicom ranked the game the second best horror game for the Super Famicom, and in 2018 the AV Club placed it as number 30 on its list of top 35 horror games of all time. I could not get into the game as much as I may be a fan of Jennifer Connelly. It's true. We were dating when I was 5. She doesn't remember it. It's okay. But it's a very good game. For what it is, it works really well. It's just not for me. And this, I would say, is the best game in the entire series. The other games get really, really silly. Unintentionally so. Or maybe intentionally so. I don't know. It would hard to be that silly and not kind of do it on purpose, I think. I think Jade has a Let's Play of this over at LowBiasGaming.net. So if you want to see somebody who knows what they're doing it, do it.